Today's guest is really special to me. Samantha Shay started her acting journey with acting a part, and now she's stepping fully into the industry as her career. This is one of those full circle conversations about passion, stepping away and coming back, and redefining what success really means. Sam, I am so excited to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Welcome. I'm very excited to have you here. It's been a few years.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it, about 15 or
About
so.
15, yeah.
Amazing. It's amazing. Take me back. What pulled you into acting to begin with?
Honestly, it was a few different reasons. One was because of how my mom was growing up. She would read us storybooks and she would change the characters' voices. My sister was in dinner theater, well, theater as a whole, but dinner theater is my favorite because you could be a part of the audience.
I love that.
I loved it.
Yeah.
But then also some shows, like my favorite shows, The Walking Dead, The Vampire Diaries, Gilmore Girls. I just have always been, I enjoyed all different types of genres. So it's helpful.
What was it about those specifically, those shows that spoke to you?
I think just the way that they were written and the way that the actors performed.
So it's specific genres you like?
Yeah. I'll do any type of genre just because I don't want to typecast.
Good.
Which I learned from you. That's part of what I pulled from. But I just like dramas. Yeah. I like the emotion of it.
Yeah. It's and helpful. You're very good at it. I remember you were very talented back then. And it's incredible that you're back into it 15 years later, which I want to hear a lot about that. Do you remember when acting became something special to you, like really deeper for you?
When I first started acting a part, honestly, because I just went into it on a whim. I had the drive to do it, but I was nervous and unsure.
Me?
But I decided to do it anyway, so I found your school, acting a part, and I loved it. It just came natural, and any challenges that I had, I wanted to overcome because the enjoyment of it just meant more than the possible errors that you could have along the way.
So acting became an outlet to you?
Yeah.
And what did it give you as an outlet? Did it give you confidence or anything else that you felt that you could take into your own life?
Definitely confidence, because I feel the more you do things that feel uncomfortable, the more you grow.
Yeah.
And it's definitely therapeutic with things that I've gone through in my life. It has helped me use the emotions in a positive way and not like a negative, going down the wrong path type of way.
Can you remember what acting a part meant to you at the time?
It was just so fresh to me, and I was just taking in all the education that I could.
Was that your first time acting?
Yeah.
Oh, it
that
was.
was like my first.
Wow.
Yeah, my first time, and I still remember my fellow students that were with me too, and some of it, even the skits and the workshops. And the great thing is what I pulled from you wasn't just in that field, it was in life. It helps me.
Is there a lot that you carry from acting a part today?
Yes.
And what is it
Absolutely.
specifically?
Honestly, the reason why I do it, because I feel like no matter what you're doing, no matter what industry it is, it's not all glamorous and fun. Of course, it is fun, but it's still work. It's still stressful, and sometimes you're going through different seasons of life, and it's harder to juggle it all.
Right.
But if you just pause and you remember where you started and why, it really brings you back. And I can't imagine it not in my life at this point.
How long did you take a break from acting?
A really long time, a decade.
Wow.
Yeah.
What brought you back into it?
I really just needed to create, and it kept pulling in the pit of my stomach that I had to keep doing it, and it didn't stop knocking until I reopened the door.
Was there a specific reason you took a break from it?
Just life things, unfortunate.
And you missed it.
Yeah.
You missed the acting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel you lost a bit of yourself when you gave it up?
Yeah.
You do.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's
I can understand that as an actor myself. It has been part of my life since I was little, since I was 4, and it's constant. And if I don't have it going on, something creative, there is definitely a feeling of loss.
yeah,
It's important.
it's kind of like a sparkle of you isn't there
Yeah.
that should be. And I tend to feel like I was more antsy when I wasn't doing it.
Yeah, I can understand that. Uh, Honestly, what do you think was harder, taking a break or coming back?
Coming back.
Okay, why?
Because I think when you take a break, no matter how long it is, you wonder if there's room for you anymore. And it's kind of like you worry if you can get back into it. But honestly, that's just another area where you have to keep pushing because there's room for everybody in the business.
You took a chance. You just did it. You decided to go back into it, and nobody suggested it. It was just, you knew it was the right time.
No, I just felt like now's the time. I have to do it. If I keep thinking about it, I have to do it. I have to execute it. And that's what I did. I just leaped.
That's
Yep, you just
amazing.
have to leap. That's all.
The imposter syndrome. What does that voice sound like for you?
Kind of like a bully in your head.
Yeah.
And as hard as it is to deal with it, you have to try to stuff it down. And I actually did not even realize that I had that going on until I came back and I was talking to other actors about it.
Can you explain it, what it is?
Imposter syndrome, for me, it's feeling like you don't belong
Yeah.
in what you're doing. You don't deserve it, that it's fake, that you're like fake it till you make it type of thing, which in reality, you know that that's not what you're doing,
Right.
or at least I hope not. But it just makes you feel like a fraud and undeserving
Does it ever go away?
sometimes.
Sometimes. How do you put it back?
Just talking to people that go through the same thing. And that's the beautiful thing about the acting world is that we're all in it for very similar reasons.
Do you feel like you're welcomed back into it as
Absol-
you?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
nobody, and that's got to help with that a bit of feeling like you don't belong, that you realize you do belong, because the thing about acting, and I really, from experience, the camaraderie that you feel with the people that you meet for this short term or however long you work with them, you make forever friends and memories that stay with you forever. That's why a lot of times when films end, there's depression, because the actors and this crew have become a family. And I remember that from my father when he would be producing movies and they all became so close. And then you go your separate ways. It's hard.
Yeah. I just actually went through that recently
Yeah, tell me.
because The Locked Room, which is a horror short film, it just wrapped 2 weeks ago. I had never met such a tightly knitted cast so quickly. Like,
Right.
it just, the chemistry is either there or it's not. And we're not just friends on screen, we're friends off screen. So when it wrapped, I was like,
It's hard.
you get sad about it because
Very
they really
sad.
are. Especially like when you have a really good crew that's respectful and there's a
Yeah.
good balance. The crew is the heart of production.
Absolutely.
A bad crew will affect the actors' performances.
Yep. 100%.
Vice versa. It's like a machine that has to operate a certain way. And that project was absolutely wonderful. I loved it. They're my friends for life. I adore them.
When will we be able to see that?
It's in post-production right now,
Okay.
so I don't know when it's going to
Okay.
come out.
You'll keep me
but
posted,
yeah,
and I'll make sure
absolutely.
to, I would love to, of course, see it, and the premiere, I would love to come. What made you decide to come back to acting?
Just wanting to create. I love stories. I was a writer first.
Okay,
and
great.
and I feel like that was a big contributor to me becoming an actor as well. I started writing when I was 11, and I always loved different characters and just telling stories. And I feel like that helps me develop other characters as well in acting.
Right.
So
Are you working on anything now that you are hoping to
I'm
be in front of a camera?
I'm writing a lot lately.
That's great.
So that's always a good thing.
You took a hiatus from acting for a good 10, 12 years. How has the industry changed since when you were back in it?
It's changed so much. Now everything is self-tape, which I feel makes it so much easier.
And explain what self-tape is.
Self-tape is an audition that you film yourself with a blank backdrop, and you submit it for an audition rather than going into a building and auditioning that way, the old school way.
Do you find that took pressure off you as an actress?
I think so.
And why is that?
Because I felt like I could channel into the character more, and it just felt more natural to be able to do it myself.
Does it take a lot of takes?
Yeah. I have some of the bloopers from them. I just keep them.
You do.
It's important.
It is. It is because you learn from your outtakes and your
Yep.
auditions. And how being in society today has social media changed the industry in your eyes?
I think you really have to hold on to your reason for doing it, because it's all comparison.
Yeah.
And it's all, how many likes does this get? How many followers does this person have? And to me, you can build your following in your community. You just have to be authentic. You have to be working on that first.
How do you get over that, though, because of the world we're living in right now? How do you overcome that in your head to not look at all that and just look at it as the craft?
Because of my passion for it, to be honest.
So passion overcomes that fear.
Yeah.
I think that's key. And I think that people are so focused, unfortunately, on how many followers, how many likes. Oh, I posted something, it didn't get it, I better take it down. It's so self-aware in such a negative way. And what you're saying is that you have to pull yourself away from that and look at it as a positive for yourself. And you have to be dedicated to the craft.
You have to focus on your genuine reasons for wanting to do it, because there's going to be noise everywhere. There's going to be comparison. There's going to be negative comments.
Right. And people are going to tell you not to do something.
Yeah.
You have to follow your own true voice.
Yeah. Because sometimes that's their insecurity. You just have to do it.
And you don't know why it's being said to you. When you're feeling one way, you start feeling another way because of someone's words. I agree with you. I think that's amazing. And I think overcoming the aspect of social media and the world that we live in now and still wanting to act is very admirable and incredible, because I do think that that does play a part in feeling kind of worse.
Yeah.
And you have to love your craft.
And I feel like that also doesn't help imposter syndrome with people either. And because I know some absolutely wonderful actors that don't think that they're great because somebody else is doing all of this. But I'm like, you just have to keep going. Your time is coming. And sometimes there's breaks in between, and it feels like it's moving slow, but it's really not. Just take that time to work on it. Like, don't stall. But
Right.
maybe that's a resting period.
Going into acting this time, did it feel different than when you did it back when you were at acting a part?
Yes.
In what way?
Maturity level, life experience.
Yes, most
which
definitely.
Absolutely helps you with acting.
If you channel it, absolutely.
Yeah. Life, as cliche as it sounds, really is your biggest teacher.
Yes.
And I look at how I was back then, and I've evolved a lot from,
And would you say that's because of your life experience?
yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. I do think that if you tap into all of that, you just become a stronger actor and a better actor. And I'm sure if you could describe a little bit about your character in the last movie, if you could tell me or the listeners how life experience may have tapped into that character development.
That's what makes it hard because I can't talk about it.
Oh,
I really want to.
oh, that's right. Okay.
I really want to.
You have an NDA?
Badly.
Which means she has a non-disclosure. So Samantha has to keep it under wraps until the project comes to fruition, which makes a lot of sense because it's in post-production. So once it's done, then I'll have you back,
Yep.
and we'll be able to have that conversation.
Then I can get out everything that I'm holding in.
Absolutely. But I love that. I love that you are true to the project, which is very important. So, yeah.
Definitely.
Tell me about Broken Redemption. Tell me about this project.
Broken Redemption is, I feel, a project that will be very important to many people. It really focuses on people's traumas.
Okay.
And I feel like in many ways people could relate to it.
Did the film family mean a lot to you because of that?
Yeah.
And because of just in general?
Actually, the film family from Broken Redemption, some of them are in the locked room.
Oh, that's great.
So it makes it like,
that's really wonderful. And it's unscripted?
no,
These are both scripted,
They're
yeah.
scripted, yeah.
They're scripted. You're working on something else.
Circle of Stories.
Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
I can. It's
A little bit.
I can. It's unscripted. It's a conversation series, which means it's a group of 5 actors. There's going to be a few episodes, and we talk about our journey. Each episode has a different.
So it's
theme to it.
honest.
Yes,
Yeah.
completely honest, raw, real, which I feel like everybody needs, no matter what industry. It's helpful when people are authentic.
Now that you're been doing it again, and you've been doing it for how long now? Back into it?
A year.
A year. What does making it mean to you now, if you were looking at that term?
Way different than it did when I was 20.
What? Yes.
Definitely way different, way different.
What is that? What do you think?
It used to mean being famous, rich, and having like a Porsche
Right.
or something like that.
Yes.
Now, honestly, it's just continuous creation.
I
and
love
being
that.
Happy.
So, do you think the industry defines success wrong?
Yes,
You do.
absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
that's powerful. I think you being a true craftsman at this tells what you see as the craft of acting versus what I think we all have that, stars in our eyes, but it's not an easy profession. And it's a lot of work, and it's a lot about getting into yourself and connecting, and it's so rewarding.
It is.
I personally think. Is there any advice you would give to somebody who is afraid to start acting and wants to, but has that fear?
Don't let fear stop you, because what's the worst thing that could happen? If you don't like it, you don't have to do it.
That's right.
But if you do it, you could really like it, and it could take you down a path that you don't even know is there. So I think you're better off just doing it.
Being an actress, what would be your dream role, whether it be Broadway, movie? What would be something that you absolutely would love to play?
Definitely in film, because I just love film.
Yeah.
I love the whole process. I love the very old school love stories, like
Me too.
like the war ones where he's away and he's writing her letters. I think it comes back to my grandparents because that's how they met. They were pen pals in the war. So I feel like I would want to play my grandmother in a way. Like, if that sounds weird,
No,
but and also on top of that, I want to do voice work, like voiceover stuff.
it's hard to get into.
Yeah,
It is.
a little bit.
What
But
is the process?
I'm still trying to figure it all out
Yeah.
because that part of it's new. I've never done voice work, but I'm studying it, so we'll see where it takes
That's
me.
exciting. That's exciting. That's a whole other avenue for you to do. So what war? Any war?
Any war.
Any war.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I'm more medieval. I love medieval anything. So I ideally always wanted to, and I still would love to be in a castle in Scotland filming something from back then. That is my dream time period. And I'm writing something right now in that time period because I love that.
I love it too.
Yeah.
I like the aesthetic of it.
Yeah, me
And
too.
it's just so strong.
I love it. I just love it. And I love movies and I love shows that and books that have that theme in it. So I don't know. It's just a really interesting time for me.
Or also, speaking of that, I love the Victorian era.
Oh, me too.
Like Victorian and medieval times.
I think we're going to
Their
need to write
outfits.
it maybe something together.
I would. I'm always down for a collab.
We'll do a collab and then we'll produce it.
Yeah, I mean, the sky's
Why
the
not?
limit.
Well, what's really great about being a writer and an actress, you can really write for,
Yeah.
you. And how neat is that to be able to have that gift that you can write and you can act? And that is that almost triple threat.
For me, what I'm acting, I'm also watching the crew because I feel like I'm learning
Yes.
because I care about what everybody's doing because everybody's important on set.
It's very important to do that. And I think you will become a better actress. And if you do pay attention to all those pieces, because then one of your projects eventually you can do. And you learn so many aspects of making a movie when you're on set. And it's wonderful. There's just so much you can take in and you'll take to the next project. And you'll just get better and better.
No, I agree. Because
yeah.
a lot of acting that people don't know unless they're doing it is that it's a lot of waiting sometimes when
yeah.
they're resetting up.
Oh, a lot.
So, like, for me, I'm either going over my script or I'm watching because that's my biggest learner is I'm a visual learner. So I'm just so intrigued by it. I love it.
That's wonderful to do that because you really are learning a lot when you do pay attention to other things that are going on and you're not just, bouncing a ball or something or going to craft services to eat. If you're paying attention to what's going on past what you're doing is wonderful because you can really pull a lot of knowledge from that.
Definitely.
So keep doing it.
A lot of education comes from on-set learning.
Because you're in the genre of horror, what is your favorite horror movie?
Definitely Halloween.
Why?
It's just the old school vibe.
Very much.
I love it. And I don't think there will ever be a movie quite like it from back then.
Yeah, you're right about that because of why.
Just movies are just made differently now, which is not a bad thing.
Right.
It's not a bad thing. I'm not going to trash anybody's art. But it's just back then, the vibe was just different. It was more, it felt more passionate in some ways, I think, and it was less focusing on CGI, which CGI is great, don't get me wrong, but there's something to say about simplicity.
I have to tell you which is my favorite horror movie.
What is it?
And it was the simplest movie, but it terrified me. To this day, the Blair Witch Project freaked me out.
Yeah.
And honestly, I can't watch it. I saw it in a movie theater when it came out, and that traumatized me. And for any of our listeners who don't know what the Blair Witch Project is, it is insane. It is no violence, but it's supposedly they go into the woods and it's just regular. It's almost filmed as if it's on a camcorder.
Yeah.
And it looks so real that they're experiencing being lost in the woods. And it is so scary that it's all the anticipation, and it grossed a ton of money. And it was made very simply, but what an amazing movie.
I'm going to be honest. I thought that was real.
Of course.
I thought it was real. And then there was the whole rumor that went on back then that
Yes.
it was real.
Yes.
And to go off of that,
And a lot of movies have tried to copy that, and they've done very well. But that movie was in a class by itself. That was so scary because it seemed so real. And again, that was an improvised script. And these kids who were in it, I don't know if they did any other projects after, but they really put it together on a very low budget, and it grossed so much because it's truly terrifying. To me, that was the most terrifying movie. There's no violence, there's no gore. It is your mind that just, it's incredible. I really absolutely love that.
the one that terrified me, that's kind of similar in the way that it feels real, is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, yeah.
That feels real.
That's graphic.
Like anything that feels real, I don't think it just.
Yes. I'm not a big horror film watcher because I get very scared.
Yeah.
I do. I have a lot of fear watching that. Although I love ghosts and I love real stuff about that, I cannot sit through a horror film.
No, I get it.
I can't watch anything really through it unless it scares me. But that movie, I could not believe when I walked out of the theater how scared I was.
That was a good one, though.
That was a good one.
It was a classic from
It
back
was
then.
classic. I think it started a whole reality series kind of a feel for things. I definitely feel like that was
That's where Paranormal Activity came from. Too.
Yes.
It's like the same type.
exactly. It's funny when I was younger and I had my imagination. I loved acting and everything. I remember doing commercials in my room, just like making up things. And now we have these influencers who are actually selling things, and I feel like, wow, we probably did all this when we were kids, and we didn't even realize that it was going to be a marketable thing one day. We just used our imaginations and things like that. And I think acting takes you there. And, that's the wonderful thing about losing yourself in a movie. And as an actor, you stay focused, but as an audience member, you want that. You want to feel like you're in another place. And I think a lot of the horror films, if not a lot of the movies, will take you to that. And that's what's the gift of storytelling through the movies.
I agree. I like Annabelle too.
Oh, it's so scary.
It is scary.
Wow, that's very scary. I'm going to ask you,
scary.
do you have a favorite actor or actress?
Kathy Bates.
She's awesome.
I love her.
Why?
She's just so natural with it.
She is.
And authentic, which is a big part of my life. Well, it always has been, but especially right now. But she's just good. There's
She
no
is
other
good.
way to put it. She's just fantastic, and she's real, and she didn't let it get to her head,
No.
which makes her more appealing. to me.
Yes. And she's on TV now, I think. She's doing a TV series. Yeah, that's good for her.
I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't either, but I know she's a super talent. Any male actors?
I like Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead. He plays Daryl Dixon.
Okay.
He's pretty good.
Why?
Just scale, like diversity level.
That's interesting. Since I was little, and it was kind of odd because he had died in 1955, but I was in love with James Dean.
I remember that
Do
from
you
Acting
rem-
Apart.
Is
Yeah.
that crazy?
I remember that. That's like a core memory on lock.
Yeah, isn't that weird? When I was even in high school, I wrote in my likes, first thing was James Dean. I do not know what it was. I was young when I found him. He had been long passed away. I must have been about 12. And to this day, I can honestly tell you, I mean, he's in 3 movies, but he made such an impact on me. And I don't actually know what it was about him, but he, to me, by far, is my favorite.
Sometimes you just don't know why.
I can't explain it. Loved his acting. There was I knew everything about him. Every single everything, every single detail about his life, and I've just always, as you remember that about me.
I do.
That's
I can't believe I forgot about that. But
yeah, you can't now.
I feel like old Hollywood is so different, though.
It is
I
so
liked
different.
it better.
Yes, it's so real, and it's well, no, I want to say it's not real. It was the same kind of manufacturing, but there was something very, I don't know if the word is romantic or nostalgic or maybe innocent more so than now. I don't know.
It just had a different energy.
Had a different energy, yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, it did. I love the movies from the 1930s. There's some wonderful movies. Some of my favorites are from the 30s. And there's some great movies in the 40s, 50s, 60s, go all the way up. But some of those movies are iconic.
it's the writing, too.
The writing, yes. Yes. It's incredible. There have been some movies that, of course, now that are incredible too, but I do agree with you on that there is something about old Hollywood that's magical. I don't know what it is. But yeah, Jimmy is my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't tell you why. He did 3 movies. That's
Doesn't-
okay.
Sometimes you don't have to know. You just like them.
Yeah, I just do.
It's
So
like when you meet people and you just like them.
you just like them. Tell me and tell the audience, please, projects that you are working on or future projects that are in the works. I know we've mentioned a few, but I'd love for you to kind of go through them again.
You definitely have Circle of Stories coming up. It's in pre-production. I have a few writing projects that I'm working on and some other things that aren't film related
Okay,
that I'm
great,
getting lined up that I like to get my ducks in a row before
fantastic.
and then hopefully, more roles. Just got to keep going with it.
Are you auditioning right now, or
I have a couple things going on
it's
that
exciting?
might happen.
How often, just to ask this, do you work on this craft? Every day?
In some aspects, yes.
Okay,
Because I feel like studying is nonstop when you're an actor. Even if you're like watching a TV show or a movie, I'm not looking at it anymore as just like somebody in the audience. I'm
Right.
looking at it like I'm studying their character, their mannerisms. So that to me is also, working on it.
In closing, I have a couple of things I just want to ask. When you initially decided to go back into this, where did you find your first project? So people may kind of understand where you need to look.
Honestly, I went on Indiegogo and saw what campaigns were going on,
Oh, that's great.
and Broken Redemption just resonated with me, and I wanted to be a part of it no matter what I was. You could put me on craft services, and I
Yeah.
would do it. Like, if you want to be a part of something enough,
I think
doesn't-
that's amazing. Yeah, I think you're right. You have to go into it with an open mind, and whatever you will get an experience from it. And you're right. It's like almost an adventure each time you do something. So if our listeners would like to find you, where would they find you?
you can find me on Instagram, Samantha Shay.
Awesome. I follow her. And you can follow Women in the Loop too.
Definitely.
And I am so excited to have had you on, and I look forward to having you back. And when you have your projects, I will be supporting you 100%. And I really look forward to watching you on this journey. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much. That means a lot coming from you.
I really mean that sincerely. Thank you again for joining us and being on the show. You were awesome.
Anytime. Thank you. You're
thank
awesome
you.
too.
Thank you.